Evening, everybody. On a wet and windy one, but lovely to see you. Lovely to be back. It seems like forever ago, but actually, it was 10 days ago that I spoke to you really in person because last week I had to put a video on because although I took with me all the equipment, which I did wonder whether I should have bothered anyway. But anyway, then the signal, we always stay in an out of the way place. And the signal, unfortunately, was mega slow. I mean, I could get the internet, but it's a jolly good job that I'd uploaded the video just in case, because I'd still be doing it today, I think. Wonders of technology. Anyway, today I'm bringing you back one thing and introducing another. So for many of you last year, you treated yourself to the Merry Christmas corner. So let me bring that in to show you. That's what I'm talking about. The little, we made it into a place name little tag. So that was for last year for everybody, but this year I've got a new version. So he's got a mate, our little Santa gnome. He's brought in his little mate, and we've got the Snowman as well. So I'm going to make both of them this evening. They are now both available over on the website maximumcrafts.com. I'm going to make them into place names, and I'm going to show you how I do by just printing off the names on the computer. Because whilst I'd like to think that I could, I'm never happy with the writing that I do. I can write quite nicely, but I like it to be really fancy and calligraphy wise and all that sort of lovely thing. And I'm afraid that I'm not too good at that. So I've done it on a computer, and I'll show you how I do all that bit as well. Just to let you know, there are lots of restocks due in this week. We are in the process of moving our whole caboodle. So there's boxes till we look like it, but we're trying to put it into a new unit so that it's all in one. It's going to take a while, but in the meantime, look out for some sale bargains, because I'm unearthing things that I'd forgotten all about. And so I will be putting a few in I'll be updating the sale section every now and again. So do check out on that. And there most certainly will be mystery boxes. But also there's lots of new stuff coming in as well. So do watch out for that too. Before I then go on, I just want to say thank you to everybody that came to the online workshop yesterday. Brilliant to see you all there. And I just wanted to remind you that for those of you who said about it, these were the little red gems that we were talking about. Most of you won't know what I'm on about now, but these are the little red gems. I have put them up on the website there now. And just to show you, this is one of the samples that we were making yesterday. So it's a little easel card, and they had the village wreath with the sentiment, and you can see then just about that's where I used the little red berry sort of gems. So it was a beauty. We have got, which is lovely to see, thank you, the highlights. If you've got the chat on, so if you're signed in your Google account, you'll be able to see the chat on this live video today, and in highlighted with the yellow, you'll be able to see the links to all the things that we've got. So thank you for that. That's lovely. So let's make a start. Now, the good thing about this is that they come in little pieces. So I say in little pieces, they all come in one like this. So this is the Snowman one, and there's lots of little bits. Now, you can take them apart, which I have to a certain extent, but also you could actually leave them all in one. So if you're not a lover of chopping them about, you could leave them all in one. The only thing that you would need to still remove, though, if you've got the Snowman corner, is the little berries in the middle of his hat, because that is an extra. He can't have berries in the middle of his hat, not like that, not a hole in his head anyway. So that's the Snowman one, but they come in a very similar idea. As I said, these were new last year, but I had so many people ask me if I was going to get them. And when I could get them again, they were a bit late for Christmas last year, so we held them over until this year. So what I've done here is I've actually put them out so that I can tell you what colours that I cut things with. So I have done a lot of cutting already. So this is the Merry Christmas corner. This is the little Santa gnome. And first of all, I've cut that out in red. Okay. Then the Merry, the belt, the hand and the foot. So that little section there, that I've cut out all in black. So it needs a tiny little bit really. These two, the beard and the bobble on the hat, are in white. This is the nose. So I've used a little sort of blush pink colour for that. And this is a little buckle. So I've used gold for that. And then down here, this is the snowman corner. So I'm cutting that, haven't done it yet, but I'm going to cut this one out in white. So that's your main bit. This is the holly. So that's in green. The hat, and I've kept, because they're tiny pieces, the eyes and the mouth together, but I've cut them out in black. And then the two little hands, the nose and the berries for the holly in red. So we will put that down. I will put it on the description of here as well so that you can see it. And obviously with the video, once we finished, it goes on to YouTube forever in a day. You don't have to trail through Facebook's lives to see if they're still there, especially when they're not there after a month. But you will be able to see them on here, and you'll be able to then refer them if you look at the description underneath this video when it's done, as to what colour goes where. Okay, so let me first of all take a piece of white card. Then I'll take my snowman, pop him onto there, put a little bit of tape on to keep him in place, and then I'm just going to run him through my cutting machine. And as I said, I've already cut out all the little pieces, so I will endeavour to show you in just a second. Oh, it takes forever to go through, doesn't it, when you want it to? Okay, so here's our little snowman. Just gently push him from, I usually try to do it from underneath, especially when it's such delicate pieces there. Obviously, if you felt that it was too delicate, you could put two together here, but that's entirely up to you, however you feel. It's fairly well protected when we've put it all together, to be honest. So let's just take out those pieces. And in actual fact, even the waist from there could have been, let's just put that to one side. Even the waist bit of white could be used for the snowman's beard, and that. Very delicate little snowflakes. Really pleased how they turned out. So just push out the waist here. Ooh. And you've got your snowman corner. Now for the place names, so we've done it like that this time as well as last. So I'm going to make, as I said, both of them up there. I've taken this time 2 pieces of black card. Oh, let's get them right. And they both measure 9 centimetres by 12. So 2 of them. I was going to do 1 each. I've scored them on the long side at 6 centimetres, and then I'm going to fold them in half. So I'm doing the same size for both of them. Okay. Now, when it comes to putting these on, we've got our Merry Christmas is going to go up here onto the edge of our card like that, and our snowman is going to go onto the edge of the card like that. So I'm going to pop them into place, and then I'm going to put on all of my embellishments. So I only need to put a bit of glue onto that bottom bit for the snowman to start off with. So for the gnome, Santa gnome, I'm just putting that on, so that's just on the edge there, and then on that edge as well, so that just holds that in place. I've cut this card out from Adorable Scoreable. That is called Red Chili. It's got quite some substance to it. It's nice and strong, just in that little bit of thing there. So I bring that over to this edge as well, pop that up on the top, just line that up, and that one down there. Okay, so let's bring over my little pack of goodies here. So I've already, as I said, cut out the little pieces. Just notice that I can still see a little bit there. So the way that these have been designed is so that each part has a place to go. Okay, so they will only fit in the right way, the correct way. So clearly the Merry is going to go right on the top. Let me just bring this in a bit closer so that you can see. That's going to go right on the top of my piece there. So I'm going to put a bit of glue down. And get my little, where's it gone? Fallen to one side. Well, that would have been good, wouldn't it? Who's pinched it then? Who's been in here and pinched my... No one, to be honest. Just get used to this chaos here, because that's how it's going to be, really. I'll do it with a little brush instead. Just can't find my other one at the moment. So just popping that on the back of there. So don't want very much glue, just want it to be sticky. And that goes straight on the top of the red Merry that's already on there. So your Merry is already in place. So then we will bring over our beard. Now our beard goes in just like that. If you look at the little pieces here, that little hook bit is just here, and that piece just on that piece. So when you line those two up, you know that although it might look a bit odd, you've got it in exactly the right place. So we're just going to pop that into place as well. It's sort of a bit like a jigsaw puzzle, really, but when you know where it should go, just by following those two guides, you're fine. Then I've got my little white Bobble. So that's going to go on the end of his hat. Like that. Then I've got the buckle. Now I can never remember which way round it goes. Oh, got it round straight away. If you put it round the other way, you'll see that it doesn't quite work. You'll see that the lines are not running properly. So if you do that the right way, you'll know that it's the right way or not. So let's bring that up to there, and it's in the right position when both sides touch. Couldn't be easier. Our little gold buckle just goes over here. Whoops. And that just goes on top of that. The nose just goes into the center, and again just fits onto that bit. So there's no sort of guessing. It's that is where it's going to go. And then finally, with our little hand, there is a little slot that fits in beautifully there, and the little foot, or his little boot, I should say, just fits in there like that. So although it looked a little bit odd, it's really simple. There's only one place for it to go. So it works out, I think, so lovely. I kept meaning to show you last year, and so now we've got it back again. I can show you this year. Kept meaning to show you the Christmas card with it. But we got sold out of this so quickly that I thought I'll leave that for next year. I've got to do the name in a minute, so we'll just go over to our snowman first before we do that. So, let's pop a little bit more glue there, because we don't want that coming undone. So, this little chap, we've got his hat, so we will only one place for the hat to go, which is onto there, so we can pop that on with a little bit of glue, and again only one place, absolutely over the top of the other one. Then his little hands, I'm going to put a little bit of glue here and here, because that's where his hands are going to go. One like that, and one like that. Pop his hands into place. Now, his little, I don't know what you'd call it really, a little trim. So that's the first part of the holly, and then there's two more parts of this holly. Whoops, come here. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue, and again, it only goes one way, but in this particular case, the holly leaves are towards the right of him. So pop that on. Pop another little bit of glue in the center just to make life easy. Bring in my holly leaves, my extra holly leaves, and stick that down there. Then another little bit of glue in the center, and that's for the berries. And then his face. Now with his face, if you can just about see it, just take that tiny bit out, because that isn't one, but they are tiny. I know they're tiny. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a bit of glue where I think that his eyebrows are going to go, just to make life a bit easier. That one can go, whoops, come here, there. That one the other way round. A little bit for his nose and a little bit for his mouth. So I've almost drawn it on, but it just does the trick. Oh, he's gone a bit, you know what, a bit drunk. Come down there, that's better. Now, he's all finished apart from the actual name bit. Now, what I've done is I've gone into, let me just show you, a Word document. So I've gone onto my computer, could draw it. I could draw it. And if you are drawing it, you need to cut two pieces that are 8 centimeters by 5 to go into here. Okay, so cut two pieces of white card and, you know, do your artistry on that. But as I'm not very good at artistry, I've done the names of some of the people that are going to be with us on Christmas Day. And I know, as I said, that I want them to be 8 centimeters by 5. So I'm going to take a ruler And so the 8 centimeters is the width. And I'm just going to gauge roughly how far or whereabouts I want my word on there. And I'm going to make a little mark just outside so that I cut that piece off. Okay, so we go down at this one, and again, just more or less putting it in half just outside. So I will be cutting just inside of it. Then I want 5 centimeters. So I'm just going to gauge that as well so that my words will end up more or less in the middle. Something like that. Now, that's the size font and the actual wording that I wanted to put. You may not wish to put such a thing. Okay, so let me just cut that one down first. So I'm going to cut that. So all I'm doing is putting the mark in the center there, and then just doing my 8 centimeters. So it ends up at 7 by 5. Sorry, 8 by 5. I need to take that little slither off because I can see a mark there still. Now I don't want that on there. So we can put Grandad can go there. Okay, and so all I did was print it off on ordinary white paper, but I haven't put any card in. But if your machine will take card, you can do it on card as well. But there's Grandad's one, and then we do the same with this one, just putting the marks within my runner so that I can see where they are. Whoops, that one, and that one, bringing it to 5, like that, and then just trimming this one down to 8. Now, if these measurements are only relevant if you've cut your little place names at that sort of size. Obviously, if you haven't, then you'll have to fiddle about a bit. And then that little one goes into there. So it looks like Grandad and Nana are going to be at the Christmas do. I don't know about anyone else. And I'm putting it so that it's as if we've got that little black border there. Okay, so I'll pop these to one side. So that's all I've done. I've just printed it off on a Word document, nothing else other than that. I've been so busy doing that, haven't even looked up to see what you're all saying. So I will in just a second. Just pop all these things back. So, yeah, it was a brilliant afternoon, Tiggy. It really was. I'll just show you again those cards in a minute. But in the meantime, let's get... So we have got then 2 of our corners here today. So this one is not a new one, but it might be to you because obviously we've had a lot more people join us since, which is lovely. Yeah, he has. The elf on the shelf has paid me an early visit, hasn't he? So this is the Merry Christmas corner, it's called, but it's the little gnome Santa, and this one is the Snowman corner. Both equally lovely. You can do them in different colours. I can't remember who it was. I'm thinking June Dodd, but I might be wrong. One of our group has done loads of them and they look fabulous all laid out. So it was really lovely. So yeah, there's what we've got today. As I said, lots of restocks. Also, I think it's 2 more places left on the evening workshop. So if you're thinking of coming along to the evening workshop, that is September the 25th at 6:30, which is an online one. You don't actually have to be there on the day, but if you would like to join us, whether it's either in person on the day or afterwards in the video, do go and have a look on the crafty workshop section of Maximumcrafts, because there's just 2 more places left. Yeah, so let me just bring in, as I said, this little beauty, and just a reminder that all these little red gems are now available over on the website. It was a brilliant, brilliant class. Thank you very, very much for everyone that joined me there. Thank you very much to Maximum Crafts for putting all the links on for me today. Really helpful. It does look so easy for people to find us then. And I quite agree. I haven't said that for a long time. Little thumbs up, please. So if you have enjoyed it, down here somewhere, there will be a little thumbs up, and it would be great if you could do that for me. I will be back on Wednesday, the 17th of December at 6 o'clock. There may be new stuff to show you. There may not be. It depends on what sort of the deliveries come in or not. So I think I've got something already that we will be keeping in mind if we don't get the brand new stuff that I wanted to bring you, but we will see. We will see. What else was I going to say? I can't remember. Just bring that back in so that you can see that. There you go. Oh, I don't know. I don't know really. So thank you very much for joining me. As I said, thanks to everyone. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. So we are back. We are back and getting orders all out. We are almost up to date with them. The workshop packs are going out starting from tomorrow for the evening workshop. We are almost up to date. So bear with me because it was a bit mammoth when we got back, but they will be on their way to you. All right. So see you on Wednesday if you can. If not, we'll be back next Sunday. Take care till then and have a great week. Many thanks. Bye.